Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing another drag inspired tutorial. This one is inspired by kind of Miss Fame and some Trinity Taylor looks. I kind of took some pieces from each one. So if you guys want to see how I did this, then just keep watching and make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and the little notification bell so you never miss another drag tutorial from me. So let's get started. Since we're using some really bright, intense colors, I'm starting out by using the NYX white base all over my eyes, but making sure that it stays mostly on our lid, and you will see why. Over top of that, I'm putting the electric blue NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil, and I'm just putting this on my lids as well, just to start our gradation of color. So I'm just blending this out with my finger so that it covers most of the lid, but starts to gradually fade up as we get toward the crease. So now taking Azure from MBA Cosmetics, I'm just going to pack it on top of that blue base, mainly focusing it into the lash line and the bottom half of the lid because I want to create a really nice smooth gradient of all the blues. I want it to really have lots of dimension. That's something I've learned from Miss Fame's Painted by Fame. She's always using lots of the same color family but different shades just so everything blends seamlessly. So now I'm going to blend this out with a blending brush from Delium, and this one had a little bit of blue on it. I don't remember from what exactly, one of my previous videos obviously, but it helped really blend them out. I think it was actually from the electric blue pencil anyway, but I am just blending these two together so that they create a really soft kind of look because I want this look to be very graphic but still very meticulously blended so that it looks just as good as all of the queens. So now I'm taking Neptune from Makeup Geek on a flat kind of, I guess it's a brow brush or it could be a liner brush. I am drawing in my crease, you could say, because I'm not actually using a crease, like defining color. So I'm just going to draw it in with this flat brush, and you'll kind of see it goes up a little bit higher than my natural crease, but that is okay because that is how I want it. I want everything to be very exaggerated and kind of not necessarily unnatural, but just really emphasized. And with this look, you can really see that my eyes are not the same size. I drew the lines actually pretty evenly. It's just that my one eye is much, much smaller than the other, so the brow bones don't perfectly line up. Um, so yeah. So I'm just going to blend out this blue line that I did so that it has all the dimension and shade that we want, but none of the harsh lines that makes it look like I just put blue eyeshadow on my face. We want this all to look like it comes naturally and is part of our skin. And for my brush, I'm using just the little end of the Urban Decay brushes that you get with the palettes. It's just one of the best blending brushes ever, honestly. I don't know why people throw them away. Now I'm taking a little bit of black on that same brush and I'm going underneath the blue. This is what really makes it look more like a drag makeup than just a kind of cosplay makeup. So I'm putting this right underneath the blue. And I'm not blending it out quite yet, but I promise I will. But you could also not blend it out if you really wanted to. I think it looks good either way, but for this particular look and the influences I drew from, I definitely wanted to blend it out. And the black color I used is Licorice from the Semi-Sweet palette. And taking the same brush I used before, I am just blending this out a little bit. Not enough that it goes away or mixes with the blue, but just enough to give it a little bit of softness so it's not so harsh. So now I'm taking the Midnight Moon highlight bar from Wet n Wild that came with the Midnight Mermaid collection and highlighting underneath my brow bone, and you guys will see I do my brows a little differently today. And then I'm going in between the lid where my actual crease is and putting a bit of highlight there to make it look a little bit more empty in that area, but also making it look like my eyes are much bigger than they actually are. So now I'm just taking a little bit of black liner and I am lining my lids with this. I decided not to do a wing or a cat eye just because I didn't want the rest of the look to kind of get lost. So I am just doing a regular old wing, and it's about a medium thickness, I would say, not super thick. Sorry about all the background noise. People are coming in for the night and like shutting their doors and stuff. So yeah, I'm not doing a wing. So now taking the same black shadow I used before, I am just sweeping this over top of the liner to kind of mattify it. I didn't like the way the glossy kind of super polished liner looked. I wanted it to be a little bit more rough and almost look like a pencil liner. So I am just smudging a little bit of that in there, and it also helped fix up any of the kind of patchy spots or rough edges. So I went off and did my brows and face off camera, but I'm just going to put on a little bit of mascara and tell you guys what I did. I did a lot of nose contour, as you can probably tell, and for my brows, I did a really thick kind of brow that is a little bit longer than my natural brow and really kind of helps even out my face. So now I'm just smudging a little bit of the azure color like we did used before, and I'm putting that underneath my eye to create kind of a winged out under eye liner, sort of. You guys can kind of tell where I'm going with this here. But yeah, with the brows, I wanted to do something really different, and I liked how they turned out. I think they look very kind of drag-esque. This is definitely the thickest and darkest I've done my brows in a long time, and I really like the look. I think they're more Instagram-y and a little bit more arched. Like, they're definitely not the same shape, but, you know, first time, not going to be perfect. For the highlight on my face, I'm using this liquid face illuminator. I just wanted to show you guys how I use this. I just kind of painted it on with a little brush on my cheeks and nose, and essentially it's just liquid glitter, but it really creates a nice strong highlight. But for the rest of my face, I just did a heavy contour, and I actually used concealer to highlight the areas on my face, like my chin, nose, and forehead, which I do not do often, so I figured I would try it today, and it really helped get me that nice slim nose and forehead kind of a look. For my lips, I just used Jellies, which is a blue liquid lipstick from ColourPop, all over my lips. I thought this was the perfect kind of deep blue to play in this monochromatic kind of blue oceany futuristic look. I guess that's like a futuristic mermaid, if you will. So I just use this color. It's from ColourPop, and honestly, it's one of my favorite blue liquid lipsticks. I've used it a bunch of times, and I think it looks really cool with my dark hair, and it helps make your teeth look much whiter because it is so blue based, so that's a plus. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure you like and comment down below, and if you want to see more drag tutorials, just put down below the queen you want me to see. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!